Gardening Week event is broken. How this can be fixed? Honestly, there's a ton of things that can be done. Let's go discuss. From making useless items useful again, and how one simple change can improve gardening for literally all farm visitors in the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a video that really shouldn't even really be uploaded today. But I've just been so frustrated with the game lately. As you guys know, I am a farming main. And when I say that this game's farming has turned pretty garbage for the last 8 or so months, I mean that it has gotten way worse. Rather than getting better, the Christmas update only made a long existing issue even worse. Believe me, there's way more terrible things to discuss, other than just farming itself. Pumpkin's openness, Apple, and honestly all of the Gardener's Unfair Week have contested 320 pointers, existing bugs, farm visitors that make the task hard for single digits, overall, buffing and balancing needed for all farm visitors. I can go on for hours. But today, we'll be focusing on why the gardening is terrible, and why it needs to be fixed. I've played this game for 2 years, and I am legitimately getting tired of game. I've only really felt this when the Gardening Week event was starting. Other than that, I've only really felt this now. The game needs some serious changes, and starting with fixing the farming system would be a good decision. Now, let's get into it. Apple, tomato, chili peppers, these items are now all pretty much useless. They don't help out at all. Why is that? Because of pumpkin. The risk of harvests you get nowadays are so crazy that pumpkin is pretty much mandatory. Still, these harvests are good. Chili peppers don't need to be changed. Instead, we need to focus on pumpkin. There's one change that can be done, which will be beneficial for literally every single one of being chilling in the game. One change to pumpkin. Just don't let pumpkin bypass 3 items. With this change, strawberry, asparagus, potato, they'd all be used by a whole lot more players. Gardening will be properly balanced. Finally, items like pumpkin soup, it'd actually be useful again. Did you know you usually can't use this item if you serve after harvest? Harvest will be useful again. Soup would be amazing for soup kitchen. It can bypass soups with food, with its own. Potato would matter again, as you can decide to either harvest or make, after you serve a bowl. It actually will matter. Tomato soup can keep serving, and actually wait for the town visitors to successfully served, since they won't have to worry about lobster soup serving and fully serving. Actress's tomato soup actually would make a difference, since she has the choice to just serve through the town. So many more Bing chillings would be used, since gardening wouldn't be one-sided anymore. Just make it so that tomato won't bypass. Just make this one change, to make farming good again. Just reroll items to not be able to be used through juice. Again, this isn't the only problem. I'll go explain the other farms that I have at the end of the video. I care for this game. I want to keep enjoying it. I don't want to feel tired when playing it, so I just hope that Supercell actually listens. Farming was already a problem, but the multiple new homes just made it much worse. Let's just hope they'll do the right thing. I'm not asking to nerf task. In fact, it still doesn't reach the horseshoe at times, where it definitely should have reached. Just change it once. Chili pepper needs this the most. What's the use of gardening if its task is already nerfed? What's the use of farming if you need to take first? It doesn't even have the highest gardening priority anymore. Not that it would matter if it did.
I truly, legitimately care about the state that the game is currently in at the moment. There are so many frustrating things that are in the game at right now. The farming system is one of those things. It needs to be fixed quickly. I really hope that Supercell will listen to their community. The thing is, they've actually been doing some very good stuff to the game. Like the last major update, they buffed Smoothie Mixer and Wok Kitchen, and made it so Taco Kitchen, Buggy 40 additions would have stopped. I just think they're not focusing on changes that needs to be done quicker, like how the gardening that needs to be changed, or how they shouldn't compensate by doing things that don't even really need to be done. Supercell, for example. Speaking of which, here are some rights that I mentioned here. Let's discuss them properly, one by one. Firstly, its ability to do everything is stupid or lower its accuracy, or remove its ability to shoot glitch. It needs to either move one effect, or get a lower bit select rate. Next up, buff other production buildings. Now, they're currently doing really well on this department. I've mentioned the smoothie mixer and wok kitchen buff earlier, and I think flour shop will be one soon. But other production buildings need more changes, like smelter and candle maker. Now, contesting derbies. You're pretty much guaranteed to be tested 320 points upon the task. A few seconds into the game. After which, you're very likely to lose 150 to 268 for the entire game. For many 330 point derby tasks. Fix this, make contested 320s even more brutal, and make contested long 268 just as good. Nothing is more than one and then having your opponent label its complete contested in your face 4 times, and have all of them done. It's incredible. This is pathetic. I'm not sure if there is a bug, but Taco Kitchen seems to complete contested 320 way more than it completes sailor tasks. That's just so stupid. But that is a task 320 and make contested 320s and contested long 268 centimeters way more. This doesn't mean derbies need a nerf though. If there's anyone who needs a nerf, it's Matrix. Just remove the stupid long 320 tasks that you do when the derbies start. It makes defending volleys as a solo bug from catching incredibly hard. It is useless, the long 320 does nothing, and only serves as a bug as well. The unit Townies task 320 makes it so that Townies task takes without playing. If you time it, just give all farmers a rest, and remove the non 320. There are even more garden things. Tomato needs a better price. They actually nerfed it at some point after the buff, where they reduced its reach, but that's not what we need. Instead, they need to buff its price, and just stop it from the bypassing. Garden priority would actually matter again, and not only would Soup Kitchen actually be useful in gardening again, making its weakness of catching ducks consistently a fair trade, but all other Bing chilling production buildings will actually benefit as well. Besides this, there are bugs as well. I'll upload another video after some time that's unscheduled, where I'll show just some of the bugs that I can do when on a fence. This'll be just to show how many of them are actually currently in the game. I just hope that the devs would listen to some of my suggestions, if they were ever to see this video. These are some changes that are no questions needed. And I can wholeheartedly say that if they were to implement these, the game would be way more fun. Hashtag make Hay Day fun again. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really do hope to see some changes about not only the game's gardening, but also to all other things that I've just mentioned. Hay Day needs major changes. Spread the word to Hay Day Dev, and to Supercell themselves. Go and keep suggesting these, and maybe, just maybe, they might actually listen to the community. I hope you somehow enjoy this rant. Let me know what you think of some of the things I've mentioned. And as always, thanks for watching.